I think one of the most important distinctions that I make in the book that a lot of Christians fail to understand is this between the eternal union we have with God and the experiential communion that we have on a daily basis. So by eternal union, I mean the fact that we are in Christ and nothing can separate us from the love of God in Jesus. Romans chapter 8. And he gives all of these potential threats that we think, well, if I don't respond well to this, or if I don't say the right thing in this current context, I'm going to be cut off from Christ eternally. No. Once we are in Jesus by faith, we are in an eternal bond, a union, a covenant relationship that cannot be broken, cannot be undermined, cannot be shattered, even in the midst of our sin. But on the other hand, we have what I call experiential communion. And the word experiential to be contrasted with eternal. Eternal happens all the time, unchangeable, unbreakable. Experiential, it's what is going on day in, day out in my walk with the Lord. And it involves not my union with Christ, but my communion with Him. In other words, my ability to feel His affection, the capacity of the human heart to enjoy being adopted as one of God's children. Our unrepentant sin can disrupt that. It can cloud our capacity to see God and His grace and His beauty and His love for what it really is. And what happens is, in our experiential communion, our sin, our unrepentant defiance of the Lord, however frequent or infrequent that may be, makes it difficult for us to walk in the fullness of freedom and peace and delight and joy. And sometimes we mistake the experiential communion with the eternal union. We say, well, I'm struggling so much now to find joy in my relationship with God. I'm crippled by fear and doubts about my salvation. It must mean that my eternal union is in jeopardy. And the answer to that is no, it's not. So I think once we realize the difference between our eternal union with God through faith in Christ, unbreakable, unchangeable, God will keep us secure and safe in His love, and the difference between that and our experiential, daily, moment-by-moment walk with God, and how sin can oftentimes disrupt that experience and that sense of His affection for us. When we understand the distinction between the two, I think we'll go a long way toward finding the capacity to enjoy the relationship we have with God through Jesus.